at all times. That's how I make it through the day. It gets rough for us all. A lot of people, I say this to a lot of people who know me, that people may think that I live in a fantasy world, or that I'm not in the reality of things that happen around me. You don't know my story. Okay, I don't know yours. I know that we all go through something, but I do know that God will never leave us nor forsake us. We're going through things. Keyword is through it. Okay, you're never going to remain in your mess. And today, let's, and, you woke us up this morning. Let's start right there. And we're together. Okay, so I thank God for that. We will rejoice in this day. This is the day He has made just for you, just for me. So we're going to rejoice in this day. We've been, really sincerely, my prayers for you today is that you have a good day. Just a good day. Make it as pleasant as possible. Take care of yourself. Try to eat right. And enjoy the weather no matter what the weather brings. Give God no destruction. But I'm just saying, even the cloudy days, please, you could be the sunshine in that day for somebody. Okay? So, listen, we've been talking all week about personality. So, but before we get into it, let me take a quick commercial break, okay? I'm loving on you, but join me. We'll be right back, okay? Right back. than the other. It's just that Wednesday you have a chance at any church that you visit or attend. I'm just inviting you to Galilee. But Wednesdays for me is you get to ask your questions. You get to um, voice the opinion in the sense that, oh, I thought it was like this. This is my understanding of that. You get to really learn and get in there with the Word of God. And then what's exciting about our last couple of Wednesdays to me is when we had to take this test. And it's an individual test. There is no right nor wrong answers, okay, because it's dealing with who you are. Um, I've been saying all week about the lions, the beavers, the otters, and the golden retrievers. I'll go over them quickly because I really want to get more into what our upcoming lesson is on Wednesday, and hopefully it'll help you. And because a lot of us are wondering, what is our reason and purpose for being here? You know, what am I really supposed to, what am I supposed to do? Can't wait to get to number 3 because that talks about you're just serving duties just because you're in the church. That may not be your gift, you know. And then people start complaining about doing things when that's not your area. That's not where that you're supposed to be. So let me break it down to you really quick, and then we'll get off into the 8 reasons why and identifying and understanding your God-given spiritual gifts. The lions quickly, their strengths and weaknesses. Listen, we all have weaknesses. We may not like to admit it, but we do, okay? And everyone, sometimes maybe people look at your strengths and think that you better than someone. But we all are stronger in areas. That's why we need each other. Where I'm weak, you're strong, and vice versa. Where I could be able to deal with something, you may not be able to deal with it. And when there's somebody, oh God, there's so much to this. I may be more compassionate in something where somebody else is more direct and blunt. But if you put us together, it works. It really works. You have to just know your gift and accept who you are. Don't be ashamed of who you are. I'm learning all this about myself, too. I am who I am. And a lot of people may think I'm better than. That's not it. I promise it's not. I'm excited knowing that some things I thought about myself and then learning in Bible study confirms it. And then now I'm really okay with it because it was given to me by God. So I almost said something. But, listen, lions are good people. Otters, beavers, golden retrievers, we're all good people. We're all God's children. Lions are very strong. They're decisive, goal-oriented. They're competitive, efficient, self-starters, and their weaknesses, and this isn't to look at somebody. Appreciate someone's strengths, and you can admire someone. We don't have room for jealousy. Natural weaknesses, that doesn't mean to put someone down. It doesn't mean that you can attack that person and say, yeah, I thought that's what they were about. That's not really what they're about. We can all work on our weaknesses, and then we're gifted with our strengths to help someone else, okay? Some of the weaknesses of a lion is that they're impulsive and they're demanding, blunt and impatient. So weaknesses, those are things you need to work on. Golden retrievers, we have things we need to work on as well. Sometimes fears of change, slow to initiate. Wait, let me stop because I was thinking about a retriever right now. They're a particular golden retriever. I think that some of these, when I describe the strengths and the weaknesses, some of them strongly apply. And then some of them, some of the weaknesses do apply as well, but some of them not so much to some of the retrievers I was thinking, or this one particular one, because slow to initiate, I would say that with her, it's with me too. It depends because work related, she's a go getter. Okay, she really is. If she's slow on anything, it's because she has to really figure this thing out before she goes into it because you have to consider the other people that you're dealing with. So I hope she understands where I'm coming from with that and without saying too much. But it's a good thing though. Sometimes I think, even though it may be considered to be a weakness, I think sometimes it's good to slow down and think about this before you enter into it. For some, they may look at it as a weakness, but okay, well, we're indecisive, over accommodating, but we also put people above projects. We're stable, empathetic, easygoing, patient. So, and otters, they're enthusiastic, optimistic, fun-loving, dramatic, outgoing, and some of their weaknesses is that they're unrealistic, reactive, excitable, impulsive, disorganized. Things we can all work on. Beavers, they're accurate, analytical, orderly, industrious, intuitive, but some of their weaknesses, they're too picky, too hard on themselves. Let me think about this because I think that too hard on oneself, on yourself, sometimes that might apply to a lot of us. I don't care what animal you are. I got to think about the lions on that one. But then they're too critical of others. We all have to work on that. So, in saying those, some of those strengths and weaknesses, we all really could complement each other if we share ourselves with each other and get to know each other and learn each other. So, but in knowing now the personality, then it moves into your gift, your spiritual gift. And there were 8 reasons. I was reading yesterday, and I just read like the first line. There were 8 reasons why identifying and understanding your God-given spiritual gift and the gift of those around you should be a high priority. I said yesterday, and I'll say it again today, that knowing your spiritual gift and working inside the church, if we were all placed where we feel comfortable, I'll just put it like that, where you're comfortable and you're comfortable in your gift. There may be some who aren't comfortable greeting people, but they got that background stuff going on to where when you come into the services, you're just wondering, good Lord, the lights, the sounds, the food was good, the music. I mean, everything is just so in order. You have those background people who don't like to be up front. It's not that they don't like people, but they're just not comfortable greeting people. So everybody has a place. Everybody has a gift. So that's what we're working on is our spiritual gifts and where we could be more helpful in the church. Okay? And so therefore, when you walk in, I'm inviting you out to Galilee Missionary Baptist Church. So when you come in, then you should be able to, ooh, I need to come back. These people got it going on. Yeah, we got it going on. We're #winning. Just thought I'd throw that out there. If you don't mind, I'm just going to take a quick break, and I promise I'll be right back with you, and we're going to get right into these gifts, and then we'll move on with the rest of the show, okay? Thank you for joining me. Love.
It's time to turn up the radio. It's Monday, fam, and we will be introduced to something new for your music playlist on the Off the Record Smash. Inspirational music has a purpose. Join us tonight. Darling, it's your darling, 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 darling. Darling McCall, the nightly spirit.
Nothing else matters.
Tap the summer, hit the beach in the Bahamas. Blessings be coming in tours, but only one little mama. Yeah,
I can't lose, and all my blessings coming by the two. Ooh, 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 I can't lose, and all my blessings coming by the two. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ain't no hate, gotta catch me on a whole nother date. Yeah, yeah, yeah. gotta catch me on a whole nother day, yeah, 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 yeah.
Look, I ain't worried about no hater. I ain't worried about a hater. I tell them do me a favor. Keep it up, you motivators. Put up on me, yeah, they want me. No smoke, I ain't worried about it, they can't harm me. No joke, I'm protected, I'm too blessed and assessed it. Look around and reassess it. Your best interest ain't to test it. No, no, I don't do lean. All I do is ride in a spot. Work around the clock, make the music hot. Can't lose, cup be running over. Blessings by the tools. 2 for me and 2 for you. 20, tell them how we do. Ooh, ooh.
I can't lose. And all my blessings coming by the 2. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I can't lose. And all my blessings coming by the 2. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ain't no hate. Gotta catch me on a whole nother date. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ain't no hate. You gotta catch me on a whole nother day. Yeah, 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 yeah. We don't care about none of these haters. 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 I can't lose. And all my blessings coming by the 2. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I can't lose. And all my blessings coming by the 2.
Welcome
We
back.
can't live
Welcome
without 'em.
back.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I worship forever. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I worship you forever, ever. Woke up this morning. First thing I do,
Real. It's
reach my hands toward the sky. I'm honoring you. Majesty and mighty. I turn up my radio. You're the reason why I sing. Yeah, that's my song. Now I got my praise on. But there goes the phone. Just ignore it. But some may say that's a lie. It's okay, it's alright. 'Cause when you're in the presence of the Most High, you take flight. All I wanna do is sing my praises up to you. Through the good times and the bad, you're the best friend I could ever have. All I wanna do, yes I do. Sing my praises up to you. Sing my praise up to you. Through the good times and the bad. Tell me what it is. You're the best friend I could ever have. Now I'm rushing off to fight. I got my sword and shield. 'Cause it's real in the field. Some people don't understand why at lunch you be sitting with your head in your hands. I'm so sure you think you too good. Not none of the time doing what I'm supposed to do. That take care of my kids, praising my God, handle my business. Got no time for gossiping. I'm focused on Him. Somebody lift that praise in here and say, send that praise up to you. Through the good times and the bad.
always want to say happy Friday. Say happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy every day of the week because he blesses us to wake up every day. But I understand that TGIF because when you've gone through a whole week and you made it to the end of your work week, thank God. Happy Friday, everybody. And thank you for joining me again here in the mornings from 8 to 9 at WKAX 1500 AM. We are the Winning Worship Radio Show. I was talking to you about spiritual gifts. I'm going to get as much in as I can before the commercial break because then I want to talk about some other things that we got going on here in the shows. And you know what I decided when I was on break? I'm going to read each of those 8 reasons why, but I'm not going to read it in its entirety. You know why? Because I really want you to come out. I really do. I want you to come out and visit us at Galilee Missionary Baptist Church. I really do because it's exciting to know your spiritual gifts. It's exciting to know the personality and gift of others. It's going to be a process, so it's not like you get this information and you're just going to jump into immediately change overnight. That would be nice for some of us. But what I'm saying is knowing who you are in Christ, whom you belong to, what gifts he's given you, is not just for the church. It's, to my opinion, to me, it's how you treat people on a daily. You know, how you treat yourself. Be good to yourself on a daily. Every day we wake up, he gives us a new chance to try to get it right. We're not going to always hit that 100% mark, but get past that 2%. Come on now, work with me. You know, get past that 25% of yourself. He's given you a gift, and we have to operate in it. Not so much, well, no, let me back my words up. Forgive me. Yes, inside the church so that we can make the churches stronger. All churches, not just Galilee, all churches. Not only to make the churches stronger if we operate in our own gifts and respect the gifts of others, but in our lives, out in the grocery stores, at the parks, at the football games, basketball games, wherever your being is, then shine. Shine. Let them see that God in you. That's why I always say, I know people think that I'm just putting on a fake. No, I don't even know how to fake it. They say fake it till you make it. That's another song. That's a whole nother subject. But really, I think we should all shine in our gifts and respect those, the gifts that others have. Because sometimes I, like the person that I work with, well, I'm just going to say her name. I work with Miss Tamika Tubbs and Letitia Billings, and I admire them. I do because Tamika is not only my supervisor, but she's the administrator here, and she wears many hats. I admire her strengths. I understand the weaknesses because I have my own. So therefore, I'm loving and compassionate towards her. But her strengths and the way she is, I'm not jealous of nothing about her. Now, I don't know how that came out of my mouth, how that might have sounded to you, but I'm not nowhere near one bit jealous of her. I do admire her. I do think that she does her job quite well. And so therefore it's like, oh, okay, well that's inspiring me to, you know. And with Letitia, she's the same. She's younger than I am, but you know, she comes in and she's like a go-getter and she's excited about things. And so it's like I'm nowhere near jealous of this young girl because she's way younger than me. But no, I admire them. And so I try to pick up little traits. I do. I mean, there's a lot of people, young women, older women in our church that I admire. We have no room for jealousy. Jealousy doesn't accomplish anything. It causes problems. It causes, what is that word? Gossip and all kind of other stuff. We have no room for negativity. Okay, not out in the streets in the world, and definitely not in the church. We are a family. We don't have time for mess. I know mess is going to creep in, but when we start operating in our gifts and appreciating and respecting of one another and getting to know one another, then, there you go. It makes life easier, because who really wants to get up and go to work? So I really do like coming to work, because I get to laugh, I get to talk with you all. Sometimes we have stresses throughout the day. What job doesn't? But if we work together, then it kind of makes the day go a little easier. It kind of does. But listen, I said I was gonna jump in and tell you about. So when we come back from a commercial break, I promise I'm just gonna dive right into the spiritual gifts, because I really have a lot more stuff that's going on in the shows that I have to talk about, want to talk about, need to talk about. So stay with me, bear with me, have a second cup of coffee, and come back and join me, okay? This is WKAX 1500 AM, the Winning Worship Radio Show. I'll be right back. That's what I understood. That was good. Yeah, I don't hear music. Okay. With the radio, the app?